marche debout. Un paradis de bidonville qui s'appelle Favela. Sur les bidons, on peut aussi faire de la musique et refaire l'Amérique. Rio dans la villa, faire c'était le soleil. Rio dans la villa, musique et toi c'est pareil. Rio dans la villa, mais du ciel et la terre, c'est la conspiration. Faire à deux un pays qui soit l'enfant des chansons. De guitare, on s'harmonie un peu bizarre. Rio dans la villa, ton père c'était le soleil. Rio dans la villa, musique et toi c'est pareil. Rio dans la villa, ton père c'était le soleil. Rio dans la villa, musique et toi c'est pareil. Keep moving, keep moving. You know I'm impatient, so why would you leave me waiting outside the station when it was like -4 degrees and if I turn 33, look at so yeah, I smoke like a chimney. I'm not skinny and I pull a Britney every other week. But cut me some slack, what do you want me to be? 'Cause I'm too messy and I'm too fucking clean. You
Well, a very good morning, everybody, and a very warm welcome to Lyon. Delighted to be with you here on a fabulous Friday. What a way to start a day with the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy, the opening round, of course, of this 2025 season that sees some of the great young talents within our sport having that opportunity to compete on the biggest stages of the indoor season. It, of course, will build towards a final that'll take place in Mechlin. And with these rounds, they have two competitions over the 2 days that they're competing. So today, jumping in this opening class, it's a one-round faults and time competition. And that will set them up for the Grand Prix. It'll give them a starting order. The winner today goes last in that jump-off class, which will take place tomorrow. Well, kicking us off is Lily Tunney, the Irish rider, to go first and take us round this course on Fireman. Nice experienced little Irish sports horse to kick things off. Lily, who's been such a regular part of championship teams, and unfortunately having an early fence down. She was top 5 individually this year, as well as a team silver medalist at the Pony Europeans in France. Coming now to fence 8. Now they roll back round the corner. Turning in to the double, and one more fence left to jump. And finishing off just with that one fence down, 68.23 for the young Irish jockey, Lily Tunney, and her pony Fireman. Kicking things off gives us a little bit of an idea of what is ahead of us. Sadly, though, having that one fence down. Well, we move ourselves on swiftly. There's a whole host of nations involved today, but France, of course, well represented. And Alice Duret is going to be the first of the French riders to go with her pony, which is Zungaru of Kofani. Very experienced pony. Now 17 years young, this pony. Ridden on French teams this year. She went to the Youth Nations Cup final. Part of the pony team for France in Lyon. That was back in September. Jumping nicely so far. Still clear as she turns back into the double. She's doing a great job here. Got a lovely shot coming in, really confident riding out.
Let's go.
And there we go. That's clear of the morning, and it goes to one of the French stars, Alice Duret and Agaro of Kofani. Setting things up rather nicely there, so well done. Clear round to go to the second to go in this competition. So 67.43 is the time to beat, and on we go to Victoria Duramel riding this young pony. It's only an 8-year-old called Hannibera du Loire. Lovely looking mare by Mozanta Benny. Victoria is just 15 years of age. It's part of the French team with this pony in the summer. French team finishing in 4th place at the Pony European Championships. coming back into this final line. Time to beat 67.43. She might just about make that. Really pushing on. Just over, in fact, so 68.84 on the clock, but clear round starting to come. The two in a row, both going to the home riders competing here in Lyon as well. So it's two clears for France, but still Alice Duray that leads the way. Always, of course, if you get the win today, not only great confidence booster, but advantage of setting you in place in a good part of the draw for tomorrow. Next to go, Belgium, first of two in a row. Robin Vermeer is with us, part of the bronze medal winning team this year at the Pony European Championship. She's ridden on plenty of teams already in her young career, still just 15 years of age, having been part of a silver medal winning children's team the year before. And the pony she's riding is Atomic Dubarret. But unfortunately, with these early fences going down, now just really got to use this more towards next, or more using this as a warm-up. She did compete at the first of the Pony European, or Pony Trophies, apologies. She was at the Pony Trophy competition that took place in Herning. Of course, this is the second leg, Stuttgart still to come before Mechlin. Coming home on a total of 12, although coming home a lot quicker than we had seen. Well, not a lot, but a little. Finish line comes up quite a way afterwards. But Robin Vermeer, Atomic Dubarret, showing the leading time is vulnerable, but coming home on a total of 12 for the young star from Belgium.
Âgée de 12 ans, voici Elise Thirion. Troisième place donc par équipe au championnat d'Europe.
Elise Thirion is next to go. Another part of the pony team from the summer, bronze medalist at the Pony Europeans in Le Mans. Riding here with that medal-winning ride, Dance Floor de Coroy. A nice little rhythm to this round. Turning into the final line. Oh dear, what a shame. Just rolls the front rail away from the parallel. Coming, oh dear, now running off the front of the fence. The pony was pretty sure that he wasn't going to have a stride when he got there, and then just ends up scampering away to the right. Now, he's going to come back and jump it again. Much better. Time penalties inevitably involved, as you would have anticipated. Time allowed set at 76 seconds, so plenty of penalties on the board, unfortunately, for the run out and the fence down. But that started off really well. It all just unravelled towards the end of the course once they got into that final line. Well, the star of the show in the Ponies Trophy 12 months ago, Lieselot Koremans, who's had such a successful career already, and this pony who's of course been such a superstar and a winner here so many times in the past. Lieselot riding Elenda Vendarosjova, the ever youthful 21-year-old gelding that has been, of course, a tremendous asset to Lieselot in recent years, previously with Claudia Moore, who also won here. These two getting underway with another victory in the Ponies Trophy in Herning. just a couple of weeks ago. Was it even a couple of weeks? It was last week. The time is flying. No, it was 2 weeks ago. Oh, this is just so good, making it look very simple. Uphill over the last, never really took the brakes off completely. It was actually quite a contained round, 63.45, and Ilianda Vandarosova and Liselott Koremans very much setting the standard with a beautiful clear round. Well, there we have it. New leading time, 63.45, as we turn our attention to the next up from Ireland, and this is Charlie Flynn with his pony. Charlie riding HK Xena. Charlie just 14, riding this 11-year-old mare. He was on the Irish team in the summer, himself taking the Indero Deer. That's a shame. Going to have to come back another go. He was the bronze medal winner in the summer, as well as part of the team that took the silver. And really difficult start. Well, what a shame. Just not quite settling down in this indoor environment, perhaps, but either way, Charlie will look towards tomorrow after a disappointing Friday. So we reset and look to go once more, and now it's the first of the British lineup of riders. This is Darcy Breen with her lovely pony One Sahara. Darcy, who was on the gold medal winning team in the summer, but also took the individual silver medal, jumping off in the final of the individuals. Previously a bronze medal winner in the children's category as well, but it was team gold for Great Britain with this pony. Also helping Britain to the top spot in the Youth Nations Cup final as well in the ponies. Final line to go. Putting in what is actually a really sensible round. She's looking towards the bigger picture of what is still to come. With that big Grand Prix coming tomorrow, which is the important part of what these pony riders are aiming for. You can see they're just putting together what is a really sensible round, making sure that she's in the best of places for that competition. So 72.65, it is a clear round. It does go into fourth, but the leading time is 63.45. While we move on, back with France, and Gabrielle Richard is the next to go. And this is Dandy Royal, the 12-year-old mare. Another part of the French lineup from the summer's Europeans. Also jumped in Herning to finish in the top 10 in that opening leg of the Pony Trophy for 2025. Ooh. Ooh. Oh dear. I didn't anticipate that. But you can see how easy it is. Once your balance goes, and Really very little she could do. Once the pony had sidestepped, I didn't see the pony going to stop, but when the pony did stop, I didn't certainly see her having to step down, but that is such a shame. So very bad luck to the two of them. That was Gabrielle Richard and that was Dandy Royale. Going to stay with France though for the next to go. Plenty more still to jump. It's now Appeline Bobry, Espoir de Romprey, 11-year-old stallion. Appeline just 14. Rode on the Children on Horses team in Riesenbeck at the Youth European Championships in the summer. Part of the French team that finished 4th. These two in great form recently in Fontainebleau. And the Pony International finished 2nd in the Grand Prix. Well, it's a total of 8, 69.98. Appeline Bobry as Espoir de Romprey finishing with the 2 fences down. So what, we're a third of the way through. Lieselot Koremans has set the standard on Landa van der Rossova. And the Dutch star leading the way, Alistair and Victoria Demel in 2nd and 3rd. It's France in 2nd and 3rd. Next to go, though, is a combination riding for Austria. Raphael Maximilian Raka Isenhardt riding a pony called Indemil A by the great Peppermill, this 12-year-old man. Ride for Germany. At that point also took a team silver a couple of years ago at a Pony European Championships. Competed in Herning, where they had the win on the opening, well, had clear on the opening day, where it was all tied.
Let's go.
Having a lovely clear round here. Not quite fast enough for the lead, but I tell you what, that wasn't far away. 64.21, sneaking up into 2nd place with a quality rounder jumping there. Lily Maelstrom, Sweden. Sparkling Lackmore Joey. This is such a great pony. Sparkling Lackmore Joey, the now 12-year-old gelding. And this is a pony that Lily rode, of course, this year. Former medal-winning pony, golden team pony with Cian Dor, the Irish rider, a few years ago when he took the bronze as well. Lily riding as an individual at the Europeans this year. Herning.
Let's go.
And we go over the last with a clear and a quick one as well. 64.06. They're trying, really trying to catch Lieselot, but at the moment, as close as they get, they can't quite find that extra half a second. But it was a lovely round of jumping from the young Swedish jockey, Lily Mellström, and that pony Sparkling Lackmore Joey. Selma Hamburg Dressler, Lady Crown. Younger pony, only 9, this mare. But already getting into the turns of 1 to 2. Coming home on the 4, picking out a final stride. Interestingly though, look at the time, 61.20, and do you know what I found so impressive with that round is she never really looked like she was having to push, but exceptionally good at turning. So, time is very beatable. Now, Brun Servier is up next, back with France, because this is Elgine Desprez. It's an 11-year-old mare. Been part of France's pony setup, having ridden at the last 3 Pony European Championships, and a stop coming at the double.
There's a place I go. It's a different high. Oh no.
This is coming round, but of course picking up some time penalties as well there, so 81.
76, c'était bel et bien le temps accordé. On a pris bien évidemment un point par seconde dépassé. 4 donc pour les pénalités du parcours. 6 au niveau du temps. Un total de 10 points pour Brunfèvre et Émile Desprez. Les Pays-Bas sont en tête avec Liens de Coreman. 63 secondes, 45 à battre. Voici l'autre de ses représentantes.
Well, let's look to these two, as now it's Mienie Vos, another very experienced rider in the world of ponies. And of course, still the Dutch rider leading the way in Lieselot Koremans, her teammate. Minie is riding Yasmin's Holly, this now 14-year-old mare. Minie, who's been on the last pony team this summer with this pony, Yasmin's Holly, rode up the Children's Europeans the year before. We saw her in Herning with this pony.
Let's go.
Well, Looks like the Dutch are in brilliant form. Mienie, congratulations, moves into the top spot. And she jumps a beautiful clear round, 61.04. They're finding some pace out there, these young jockeys and these ponies, really enjoying themselves in Lyon. So we have a new leader, Mienie Vos, making it the Netherlands 1 and 2. I think that was the sort of speed Max Verstappen would have been proud of. So we now have a time of 61.04 to beat. The next to go is Grand Simmer. We've got a little runner riders coming up for France here. See if one of the French riders at home can bring themselves into the mix. Contenders. Keeping it neat and tidy, coming round to the triple bar. Oh dear, back rail comes down. It was a shame, these two had a lovely warm-up. They went to Leverie-en-Brie, where they won the class to set them up for coming here. Oh, up and over the last, and got a bit of a flyer to the final fence there. 68.09 goes into the top 10, but of course on a score of 4 penalties. In terms of clears, we have had 7 of them. Mienie Vos, Liselott Koremans, Lily Melström, the 1, 2, 3. So Liliu Cavier is next to go with Decibel Bothe. So again, staying with France here. Recent winner in Fontainebleau back at the start of October. Still looking to try and keep the time down, getting the inside turn back. Again, the higher you finish today, the later you are in the draw tomorrow. Jumping in and out of the final line, but picking up a second fence down, unfortunately, there. Here's the last time, 66.74, so solid enough time, but unfortunately 2 fences down for Liliu Cavalier and Desirbel. So still Mienie Vos, Liselott Koremans, Lily Melström, the 1, 2, 3. Raphael Eisenhardt in 4th. Alice Duray, the best for France, in 5th. And Victoria Demirel sitting in 6th. The other clear coming from Darcy Breen. Those are the 7 clears. Now Paul Basserat is the next up. Was in Herning. First of the FEI Jumping Pony Trophies competitions of this season. And now I'm going again here with Vahin de Kergois, the mare, who's 16. Keeping it clear at the moment. This is a very good round. If it's over and clear, it is indeed 65-82. Goes into the top 5 and, of course, is the very best of the French riders. In fact, French riders now 5, 6 and 7, but he gets himself ahead of Alistair Ray. So into the top 5 overall. With a nice little round of jumping there from Paul. Staying with France for the next to go because it's Baptiste Bourrault and Bluebird du Lit. It's a 14-year-old stallion. Baptiste, who rode at the Children's European Championships in 2024 last year, hasn't got a huge amount of experience with this pony, not at an international level. Just taking their time, still getting the turn back. Over the line on a score of 4, 68-28. I think they'll be pretty happy with the way that Pony and he have settled in. Where are we looking? We're looking for our next to go, but they haven't quite arrived yet. So still Mienie Vos leading the way. Don't forget the Grand Prix, the FEI Pony Trophy Grand Prix. That, of course, is what they're aiming for here in Lyon. Takes place tomorrow. At the moment, Mienie Vos, who's winning today, would be the last to go in the first round of that class. And, of course, the benefit of that being that it's a jump-off class, straight jump-off class. So, of course, you're then last to go in the jump-off if you go clear. So that's how it all unfolds. Already, despite it being a little on the early side, you can see how popular this event is. And Longines quitte Lyon, Concours Hippique International, is always busy, whether it be early, whether it be late. Of course, it'll be packed here this evening. The Grand Prix tonight, so big show jumping, and that's what's so good for these pony riders. And of course, they get put on the bill with the World Cup circuit, so you see them having that opportunity at these amazing indoor venues, but of course alongside the top international names, which gives them a chance to really watch up close and be able to study what is going on with the main senior riders. Well, somebody's on their way, and I wonder if this is Senebecker's next to go. Just make sure we know exactly who's coming in. The fact that we had a pause makes me think there may have been a change, but maybe I'm wrong. There was indeed a change. There you go. It's always good to wait and see, isn't it? So it's going to be the Monegasque rider Sophie Aurélie Georges, who is next to go here with Briozel de Hennen. Sophia, who's I think, the youngest in the class because she's only 13. And this already a jockey that's competed on 2 Children on Horses European Championships in the last 2 years. So certainly making her mark on the youth scene internationally. Oh, that was a shame. Just dived a little bit at the plank. Ooh, and I wonder if that was what put them off once they got to the La Région fence that followed. recovered well though, didn't let it put them off, got back into the flow and ends up with time penalties as a sort of inevitability because
87 centième, 89 70 penalty point for the Monégasque. Et voilà, Monaco qui signe donc bien 17 au total. Camille Estrade, un catcheur de l'Orque qui va l'accompagner justement sur
so
cette
still Mienie Vos that leads the way. Lisa Korman sitting in second and Lily Malmström in third place as the next to go is another chance for France. This is Camille Estrada riding eye catcher Daloc, the 11-year-old stallion. Jumping really nice round. Might not be quick enough to jump to the top, but it could well be jumping to be another clear round here with eye catcher and Camille Estrade going over the line in 67.66. So we see those two going into 7th place. Riders 5, 6, 7 and 8 in this class. Right, next to go, it's another chance for Great Britain, having already seen Darcy Breen jumping a clear round a little earlier on. Now it's the turn of the second of 3 British riders. Ella Spencer riding Guiltin des Isliots, the 9-year-old stallion. Part of the pony lineup that was so successful at the Youth Nations Cups in Lyon. One more fence left to go. Coming down to the last. Saw that stride a long way off. Got a lovely stride to the last. 66.21. Goes into the top 6 for Ella Spencer. I'm sure be delighted with the way things have started for those two then in Lyon. Putting in a very neat and tidy round of jumping. Just took advantage of the moments that she needed to, but was actually being quite careful on her way round as well. So 2 clears for Britain, and the next up is Mienie Vos. Of course, Minnie's leading the way, is it? I've got that right. Minnie's leading the way. Now it's Bethany's turn. Gumbo Mumbo for Bethany. Ooh, that was not anticipated. It's a shame. It's their second pony trophy leg, having also competed in Denmark. And coming round into the final line on the 4. Picking up time as well, though, 81.55, but of course had that stop early on at the second fence. So Bethany finishing with a jumping and time combined score there. So her score of 10. Of course, it's Mienie Vos, though, that leads the way. Still the Netherlands, 1 and 2. Best from France sitting in 5th at the moment. Now, though, is another part of the French team from the Children's European Championships that jumped to top 4 in the summer. Also, this young jockey finishing in 10th individually. Now, with the pony, though, that is for France, the ride of Chloe Calcas. This is Galinette de Châtelet, the 9-year-old mare.
Let's go.
Over the finish line to go into the top 10, 68.06 is that final time.
Effectivement, 11 parcours sans pénalité ont été réalisés. Pourquoi pas 12 avec les applaudissements.
When we go to the young man that took that Pony European title in the summer, the Irish jockey Keir McMahon, here with Renwood Kingsley, the 8-year-old. Keir's successes in the summer coming with Esperando.
Parce que c'est déjà son rôle en tant que juge de cette épreuve. Elle préside d'ailleurs, elle est même la représentante de la Fédération équestre internationale, ce qu'on appelle dans notre jargon le juge et le transjuge. Bonjour Madame Macken.
Off to a great start, but just taking it very sensibly with this 8-year-old. I believe it could well be the first time this 8-year-old pony's jumped in an international class. So there's a lot to learn, a lot to enjoy and see. So jumps actually what is a really nice round. I think I'll be quite pleased with the way that's worked out, because just a sensible, very mature round of jumping. 78.13 on the clock, just picks up time penalties. It's a total of 3, so it goes into that sort of best of the rest position. But it was all about leaving the pole standing, and that's exactly what he's done, and giving that pony a really good experience, which is a big tick in the box. We're down to the final 4 to go. 2 of those 4 ride for Switzerland. Jordan Shevrakov is the first of the Swiss riders, and this is Tankers Down Dreamer. Part of the Team Bronze in the Children's Europeans back in the summer. is a good round of jumping. This could well get very high up there. 63.82. The time on the clock, and goes into the top three. Lily Maelstrom knocked off the podium as it stands here this morning, slotting in behind the two Dutch riders to go up into third place, and only, 0.4 of a second behind Lieselot Koremans in second. Next to go, it's the first of the three to the finish, Park Judy and Great Britain's Kate Kerr, another member of the gold medal winning team from 12 months ago in Okkelblik in the Pony European Championships of 2024. Keeping it clear, keeping it tidy, and keeping it quite quick as well.
Let's go.
65.71 on the clock to jump their way into sixth place. Best of the Brits is Kate Kerr. All three British riders, though, delivering a clear round this morning. So, what have we got? All of them in the top sort of 13. Two to go, and it's still the Dutch that lead. But now it is France. Oh no, we found Senna Beckers, have we? Oh, well, we'll catch ourselves up. This is Kate. The previous combination, I believe, may well have been Senna, and now it's Kate's turn. So this is Kate Kerr. My apologies for the incorrect. But of course, Senna, who was originally due to come earlier on, we had that little gap, but we found her. She's gone now into sixth place. And this is Kate Kerr. Unfortunately, though, has had an early fence down, sadly, with Park Judy. Again, taking a very pragmatic, sensible approach, settling in, using today to set herself up for tomorrow. But unfortunately, having that early fence down does mean there is a 4 penalty score attached to Kate's round with Park Judy. Now that means there are 2 to go. France and Switzerland trying to challenge the Netherlands, who lead this opening FEI Polish Trophy competition. Victoria Chapelin is the first of the final 2 to go. Panto Delate. Was in winning form at Fontainebleau in the Pony International in October.
Let's go.
Perfectly delivered round of jumping from the partnership for France. Victoria Chaplin goes into the top 6 and in doing so makes herself the best of the French riders here this morning. So using the late draw to perhaps their advantage, we've got a total of 14 clear rounds. And that going into the top 6. It leaves us just one more to go. Has Mienie Vos done enough, or can Victoria Beck do something about that round? We'll see. With Bolero de Trepien, no, we will not see a challenge coming, unfortunately, stopping at the first fence, which means Mienie Vos can get ready for the top spot in the presentation of awards.
Spider snakes and scorpions are always gonna bite. Dancing way too close to you.
She's done a really good job recovering, to be fair to her. It can be really very off-putting when you've had that problem at the first and then you've got to recompose yourself and regroup and then go again. Inevitably, time penalties have come into play as well, but well done for finishing off and getting over the final fence. But Victoria Beck there. We'll have to look now to that Grand Prix for the ponies in the FEI Ponies Trophy, of course, tomorrow. But well done today in the opening class to Mienie Vos and Jasmin's Holly. The young Dutch rider has come out on top. Second place going to Lieselot Koremans and Elanda van der Rossova, and in third place to Jordan Skarkov and Tankerstown Dreamer for Switzerland. Lily Maelstrom, Rafael Eisenhardt and Victoria Chaplin. There you have it, the 1, 2, 6, but it is the Dutch that are first and second. And of course that means Minie will go last in the draw for that Grand Prix tomorrow, which is certainly going to I'm sure give them maybe an advantage, but ultimately it's a completely different class and you can be drawn where you're drawn and still win it. But always perhaps a little bit of an indication to help you out if you're the last out. But it's been a great start. We've seen some wonderful ponies in action and there's a lot of talent here in the pony ranks, in the youth ranks of our sport. And it's always setting itself up, as always, for a very exciting class tomorrow. Well, presentations on their way in just a moment. Leave you with those and look forward to being back with you for the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy, the Grand Prix here tomorrow. But of course, plenty more coming your way on FEI TV today, because we've got the Dressage World Cup, the freestyle. We've got also coming up later the 5-star classes kicking off, which will include tonight's Grand Prix here in Lyon. So a massive few days of sport ahead of us, and if you throw into the mix alongside FEI Jumping Ponies, FEI Dressage World Cup, FEI Longines Jumping World Cup, we've also got the opening leg of the FEI Driving World Cup as well. It is an amazing event that brings everything together under one roof in Lyon. And we've got every single moment of it for you live across the platform over the weekend, and of course today as well. So enjoy. Certainly looking forward to enjoying it with you as much as we can. Plenty more to come.
Tourné vers la précision et le confort du cheval. Vous pouvez d'ailleurs essayer gratuitement tous les modèles. ce sera la première remise des prix de la journée au cours de laquelle nous allons vous souhaiter à chacun d'entre vous la bienvenue, de remercier bien sûr la présence de Lorenzo Laurent qui, en tant que chef des ventes CWD, aura le plaisir d'être accompagné par deux Sylvie. Madame Sylvie Robert, la présidente de J-Events et Madame la présidente du grand jury, Madame Sylvie Navet, pour remettre donc les trophées du top 8. Tout ce petit monde est prêt, chers amis, même si on n'est pas encore très nombreux dans les tribunes. Soyez pas timides et faites déjà retentir vos applaudissements pour la remise des prix CWD.
Presentation coming your way for the opening stage of the FEI Jumping Ponies Trophy. These young stars making their way in for the presentation of awards here in Lyon, led by the winner Mienie Vos and her pony Yasmin's Holly. Joining them for awards, Little Kurmans in second, Amanda van der Rossova, Jordan Skabrakov and Tankers Dan Dreamer in third, alongside them with the others. But congratulations once again to Mienie Vos, who takes the top spot here today with Yasmin's Holly, and I'm sure will be one of the favourites going into tomorrow.
En tous les cas, de vous voir vous lever comme il convient de le faire, madame, monsieur, à l'occasion de cette victoire internationale. Et si vous pouvez donc de bien vouloir vous lever, puisqu'en son honneur va retentir l'hymne national des Pays-Bas. Belle victoire des Pays-Bas, et pour la petite histoire, elle a exactement le même âge que sa Jasmine Holly, 14 ans tout au bout. Voilà donc Mienie Vos, la cavalière néerlandaise, qui va recevoir donc les trophées bien sûr qui accompagnent la victoire de ce matin, avec le bidon anatomique du sol qui permettra de débuter évidemment la garde-robe de Jasmine Holly qui a permis de s'imposer ce matin avec Lorenzo Laurent qui remet bien sûr les luttes pour faire notre chaîne des ventes CWD aux côtés de Sylvie, madame la présidente de J-Events et Sylvie Robert et Sylvie Navet, la présidente du grand jury de ces internationaux et ici du Longis Médical Lyon, concours hippique international. Bravo donc. Mienie Vos, la deuxième place est aussi pour les Pays-Bas. On va entendre des applaudissements pour Little Kurmans et Lando van der Roosevelt. Regardez-moi ce poney, il n'a pas une ride et pourtant il a 21 printemps. Voilà, et suffisamment performant pour être le deuxième meilleur compétiteur. La longévité de ce poney qui va raffoler vos applaudissements une nouvelle fois. Bravo donc Lando van der Roosevelt et le slot Kurmans. Jordan Scherbatov va s'avancer, vous applaudissez la Suisse maintenant. Tangerstown Winner. De cette matinée, alors il est une sorte de contact pareil d'ailleurs. On salue donc la Mesdames, messieurs, voici donc la Suédoise Mienie Vos. Joli grille qui aura permis d'être quatrième meilleur duo de l'acte 1 de cette manège. L'Autriche entend aussi des applaudissements retentir. Raphaël, Maximilian, Richard, Eschart, bravo avec Andy Mill. Les séances de Peter Mill de ce premier le 6 de monde entier et Europe produit au spectacle. Je les connais, probablement 5e meilleur performeur pour l'Autriche. Une 5e place qui aura donc des prétentions de Heinrich Bouletzer d'ailleurs, qui va nous permettre de saluer la meilleure prestation française, sans être chauvin, mais ça serait sympa d'entendre tous les amis français saluer la 6e place de victoire. Chapalin donc, elle est bien à la 6e place avec Fanto de l'étape. Descendant de flipper de l'étape d'ailleurs. Monchou. Bravo à tous les deux, meilleur duo français. Les Pays-Bas se seront illustrés par 3 fois parce qu'on va avoir le plaisir maintenant d'entendre des applaudissements pour Senna Beckers. Elle est 7e, comme Delicious Z. Tous les doyens les connaît, vous voyez devant vous. Elle est plus jeune, il a 8 ans, celui-ci. Promu certainement une belle carrière grâce à sa championne de cavalière la néerlandaise Senna Beckers, recevant les Nicoles, les étrivières, bref, tout l'équipement que vous retrouvez sur l'espace dédié CWD de cette 31e édition ici à Lyon. Et la France va recevoir vos derniers applaudissements. Paul, bravo, il a été donc parfait lui aussi. Paul Barusso donc est vaillé de 4 rois. De recevoir ces belles prestations. On a du beau sport ce matin, je vous connais. Dans ce premier rendez-vous, le John Police le fait grâce au soutien de CWD. Voilà pourquoi Mme Sylvie Robert, président des clubs CDC remet, comme chacun de ses partenaires, la plaque qui scelle donc définitivement le soutien. Et ça serait bien d'entendre quelques applaudissements pour remercier ses partenaires. Ce sont grâce justement à CWD ce matin de pouvoir vivre l'acte 1 en vue du Grand Prix. On était dans nos premiers applaudissements, et bien maintenant ils seront à l'unisson à l'occasion du premier tour d'honneur. C'est parti. Ça, tout au long de la journée, on va passer d'une nation à une autre, on va faire sauter les chevaux et poneys, voire même travailler sur le plat. Vous savez qu'on a un grand rendez-vous, l'étape Coupe du Monde de Lyon. Baptiste, donc, ça sera tout à l'heure. Avant cela, mise en place d'un nouveau label international de 2 étoiles.
Effectivement, Yannick, on a un sacré programme aujourd'hui à vous faire vivre ici à Lyon, à l'occasion donc de cette 3e journée de la 31e édition du Bookji, l'équipe de Lyon. Prochain rendez-vous aux couleurs de la région Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes avec les cavaliers du 2 étoiles. Premier en piste, eh bien, ce sera à 9h55 précisément. Et pour aller un petit peu plus loin, voilà ce qui est le programme de cette belle journée de vendredi. Bienvenue à toutes et à tous ici à Lyon.
Et on se retrouve donc à 9h55, premier en piste. Petite étoile, région Auvergne-Rhône-Alpes, à tout de suite.
Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? Traveled the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them wanna get used by you. Some of them want to use you. Some of them wanna get used by you. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? I travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the seven seas. Everybody's looking for something. Some of them want to use you. Some of them wanna get used by you. Some of them want to abuse you. Some of them want to be abused.
Eyes are like the ocean. Her nails are painted green. A cigarette in her mouth and she mouths, "Hey dear, how you been?" Gray skies out the window, but she's a summer breeze. Come and set the tone, now dear, come sit down next to me, Susan. Her hair hangs like curtains.